The Nerdy Misfit Podcast with your hosts, Connor O'Neill and Matthew Hughes.
Hello, Nerdy Misfits and Matt.
Welcome back to the fifth installment.
Summer, spring.
Sixth installment of the only series we have going on.
That's not true. We have that Pokemon series that has one episode.
Yeah, it has one episode.
Well,
still counts, I guess.
At least has the ability to have more. But yeah, we're here with another...
No, we have the D&D campaign. One-shots.
True, but we still haven't really continued that either.
It's fine. It's got more episodes
in the
than
works.
Pokemon. It's always in the works.
But yeah,
Anyways.
we're doing the anime, quick recap of the summer anime and diving right into our preview of the upcoming
fall.
season, which for us, actually, this is decently early. I believe the first episode's probably around October 5th area, I think.
Yeah, so it's a couple weeks away.
So I feel like most of the anime are already announced. We might miss one or two tops that might pop up, but for the most part, we feel pretty comfortable recording this episode now. But yeah, we'll jump into a quick recap of maybe some of the stuff we were watching during the summer, and if there was anything I guess you enjoyed, Matt, or...
I mean, I kept only to a couple shows. I wanted to watch more, but I didn't really watch too much.
It was a very busy September and end of August.
It has been. Honestly, the last 2.5 weeks flew by. I really thought I was going to have more personal time.
August really flew by.
August flew by, but then September, the fact that we're already
halfway through?
More than halfway through.
Yeah.
I'm where did the time go?
The last half of this year so far
Flying
is
by.
just zooming.
Exactly. Anyway, so summer 2023 anime, Zom 100. Great show. Love the color scheme. Love
Definitely
the story so far.
A lot of people's I would say one of the top picks from the summer, but
it's also only one of the few big ones that
constant delays.
Yeah.
Constant delays.
It's a pain
feels
because
feels like you every week you should just assume it might not be released.
Yeah. Every other week max.
So, but it has been enjoyable. And if you haven't checked it out, I mean, we have it up here if you're watching visually, because this episode will be, in fact, on our YouTube channel. Check it out. But it is very colorful series.
Yeah. You can also watch my review of the first episode on our TikTok.
Well, there you go. And I'm sure maybe a series recap might.
Yeah.
But definitely fun, enjoyable. I can see why it's popular.
Yep. Otherwise, I started watching My Happy Marriage. Didn't really get too far into that yet. And then one that's not on the screen right now, but there was a Fate. I think it was an OVA that I watched.
Oh, let's take a gander at the OVAs of the summer.
Was it an OVA?
I don't know. Was it a continuing series?
No, because it was just a one-off.
Maybe.
I believe, anyways.
We had Rent a Girlfriend. Haven't watched any of that. I'm caught up in the manga, and I just don't feel like the anime adds anything to the series, so I just really haven't been keeping up on the series.
It was classified as a TV special, but it was called Fate, Strange Fake, Whispers of Dawn. I just typed it in the search bar.
Oh, okay.
Might pop up that one.
Oh, yes, we did talk about this one.
I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast or not, but it was a weird, started as an April Fool's thing for Fate series, and then people actually kind of liked it. Surprise, surprise, it's Fate.
Fate fans just liked Fate.
It's crazy, eh? And then they made a TV special out of it, and there's supposed to be 2 more coming out eventually. But
You'll wait.
I'll wait, and I am in no rush.
Oh, okay, that good, eh?
Yeah, I mean, the animation is relatively good.
Yeah, overall, the summer, Bleach has been really solid.
It's Bleach.
I mean, it gets a lot of people talking. I'll tell you that. Where there's a lot of people like Bleach is the best, best of the big, and it's like sometimes I wonder if people have seen the whole the entire series of Bleach to this point. Because I will say, if the entirety of Bleach was at this quality, yeah, maybe the storytelling's not nearly as good, but with that level of animation, it definitely would be better than Naruto.
That's
But
fair.
it has been enjoyable. I've been really liking it. I mean, I don't like to compare the big three really that much anymore because who cares? They've done their part. They're all good at something. They all bring something to the table. So we can just leave it at that. And there is never going to be another big three. Yep, I said it. I went there.
There won't be. I second that.
We talked about it on
Exactly.
podcast, but yeah, there won't be. So if you are not a One Piece fan and you hate Boruto because it's not actually Naruto, then get your big three fix. Watch Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War. It's actually
Pretty good.
pretty good. I hadn't actually gone to watch much of The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. Meant to check it out. I think I watched the first episode, but it seems very boring is not the word I want to use, but it's so simple that it's just not, it doesn't feel like there's going to be much going on in it. But yeah, I would say for the most part, everything kind of fell into a slot where you'd expect.
Yeah.
I think the Revenge R was another big one in terms of popularity that people really started to enjoy through the season. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, probably easily the biggest, most excited series that people are looking forward to. Handled the Gojo arc, which was really well done. It'll be continuing on through the fall season with another massive arc. I'm sure that'll be good. Haven't seen Mushoku Tensei the first season, so I have not checked out the second season. But I know that is a highly regarded isekai. So if you're an isekai fan and haven't checked it out, I think it's safe to say that most isekai fans enjoy it, and it's not as garbage. Was this a season where we had the vending machine, or was it something else?
It is this season that also has the vending machine, I believe.
Because I was talking...
Reborn as a vending machine.
I was talking to Gray, and he actually was checking out a couple of the more interesting shows, like that one, and yeah, there's reasons why it's not that high on the list of people. I would say overall, I wasn't overly impressed with the summer season, considering. I did watch Rurouni Kenshin, which has been enjoyable. Relatively clean animation. It's a very well-regarded series. I think 90s Jump series. Obviously has a lot of controversy around it when you consider the author. But if you just start looking at just the story and just the anime as it is a pretty good series. But yeah, I wouldn't say I was overly blown away by the season.
There was nothing that I was like, oh my gosh, I needed to watch this.
I feel like for the most part, for me, I know for you're not following, you haven't watched any of Jujutsu Kaisen really. So
yeah.
Have you seen
7 or 8
Zero?
episodes? No, I haven't watched it yet.
So you've seen the first few episodes of season 1, that's
Yeah.
it. So you're not invested enough to care
Exactly.
to watch that. So for me, that was probably, it was that and Bleach. Really, that was...
Well, I think we discussed this, that it was rough for the summer season because there were so many season 2, season 3s. Like it was
there was a lot of carryover.
Yeah.
So there you had to have watched certain series already.
Yeah.
That's why I think Zom 100 probably was so much bigger too. It was a
few.
series you could just jump into. You didn't have
Exactly.
to see anything. Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, those ones I was following the most. Honestly, by the second time Zom 100 got a push, I fell behind, and I was like, I was already starting to lose.
Yeah, I think
I'm not saying that that's good. I would rather them
take the
delay
time.
and make sure. But part of me is also, why not just push the whole series back a season if you need that many delays to fix things up?
Really makes you wonder what the heck's
What's
happening.
going on?
Yeah.
But-
Because the first 4 episodes are good.
Maybe we'll look into it and we'll make a video.
Exactly. Anyways.
But yeah, that's been the summer. We'll move on to the fall.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, so fall. Let's go through some of the more small things first. So the movies.
So Suzume is coming out on DVD for us, I believe.
DVD, that's exciting. I'd be excited to watch it again.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick it up.
We watched it once.
We saw it in theaters together.
Yeah, but we watched Weathering with You twice, back to back.
Yeah, dubbed and subbed.
I think I may have watched it 3 times in theaters, and I own it, so I've seen it.
Yeah, I own Your Name and Weathering with You. Suzume I've only seen once.
So I definitely would be excited to pick it back up, watch it again. There are definitely elements of the film I enjoyed. Some I didn't enjoy as much, but I look forward to watching that. I'm a huge Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl senpai, so I'm excited to see the sequel here, Rascal Does Not Dream, A Sister Venturing Out.
But this is a DVD release, so it's already out somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't think it came into theaters locally for us, so it was never able
You also
to catch
have the DVD collection of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl.
Yes, I have
right?
both
So-
the series and the movie.
Yeah, so
I'll definitely be checking this one out.
Matabarashi.
Looks like we have some Mappa film I've not heard. It's original, so
Gridman Universe.
could be interesting.
Yeah.
Gridman, yeah,
Nothing really else popping out, really.
Nothing else looking crazy for the movies. We got some sort of Gintama. I mean, who?
Yeah. Any OVAs?
We got a Slime OVA, a Pluto OVA. Is this going to be the actual series? I think I remember seeing a trailer for Pluto
Maybe.
that will be on Netflix.
Okay.
Pluto is a pretty large manga. It's oh man, the name is escaping me for the artist, but it is the same artist. I believe it's the same artist as Monsters, 20th Century Boys.
Okay.
It's a massive manga artist.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name off the top of my head at the moment. That is embarrassing. But I believe that'll be a big one for sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will enjoy.
World
Scott Pilgrim
takes off. Yeah, that'll be sick. I'm pumped.
Matt
for
loves
that.
Scott Pilgrim. And this is the original live action cast, correct? That'll be voicing everyone.
And same director too.
Okay.
Which is insane because if you look on how big some of those actors have been, because Brie Larson was in that.
Yeah.
That was years before
Chris
Captain
Evans.
Marvel was the thing. Chris Evans, Brandon Routh, who has been up and then down and then up and then back down.
Literally the boyfriend. What's the actor's name? The guy from Superbad, right? Or am I thinking crazy?
Michael Cera, like the main guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's massive.
He's huge now too. Even like the girl that plays Ramona. Can't remember her name on the top of my head. But she's in she plays Hera in Ahsoka.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, her.
massive.
Yeah, like there's so many cast members of that series that have gone big. And the fact that they're all like
They must really enjoy the series though, then.
enjoy the series, and you got to think about how much fun being on set would have been with all of those people too.
For me, I'm just thinking, one, that it just goes to show that the original Scott Pilgrim movie must have gotten really lucky with the cast they got.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, one, they must have all enjoyed working together.
Yep.
Two, they must all enjoy Scott Pilgrim, like the content that they're making. And three, there's no way Netflix would dish out a bunch of money to all these people in terms, like, I'm sure they're all getting paid a good amount of money.
Yeah, but still, it's a good amount of money.
It makes me think that
Plus the animators too.
Yeah, true.
Because it's animated to the style of the
graphic
novel.
Yeah. So I do think a lot of those are coming in because they want to be there, not because
They have to.
there's a bag is thrown at them, which is a big up for the series. I think that you'll get that'll show through the voice acting for sure.
And I'm pumped too because obviously it's a Canadian content base because the whole story takes place in Toronto.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I guess
the house
it's
that
been
in
a long.
the
I've never
in
read,
Toronto too.
I've never read the graphic novel. I've only seen the movie like once or twice.
It's a solid movie. We got a Gamera Rebirth, which is a kaiju story.
Oh yeah, do you like kaiju?
I like my kaijus.
Doesn't look like anything else too.
I mean, I'll watch
crazy.
Paladin.
Some Gundam. There's always some Gundams.
I haven't started Paladin Wins yet, which is just the 4-episode Pokemon series that has higher quality animation than the regular show. I find always those to be like good.
Yeah.
Like for story wise, like it just shows you that like the content outside of just being a Pokemon trainer kind of thing, and like the constant battling, like that story.
There's more out of it.
Crazy, eh? But anyways, moving on to television shows for the fall. Bunch of
big fall season here.
sequel seasons again. I mean,
The
as
second last
expected.
season of the year.
Yeah.
Already.
Feels like only yesterday we were recording
Flying
the
through.
spring one.
Looks like already on the first page, not surprising, we have a lot of sequels.
Season 2, Season 3, Goblin Slayer 2.
So I haven't seen the Eminence in the Shadow at all. I assuming you have not as well.
Haven't heard of it.
But considering we're based on popularity, I mean, we're sorted by popularity and it's right there.
Yeah.
I can only assume that the fans are hyped. That is my only takeaway from that. Spy Family Season 2, not surprised to see this near the top of the...
No, gosh, no.
Spy Family, the first season was great. Yep. I felt like it did the manga a lot of justice, and it added that little extra je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, the little oomph.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't... There were some slight changes that kind of just helped enhance, which is what you want. We've talked about it before, but that's what I want to see. I want to see those slight enhancements.
You want to help the animation not carry the story, but help the story just enough.
Yeah, you want to give the audience something you can't get from the manga. Yeah, give a reason for manga fans to watch it.
Demon Slayer.
And vice versa for anime fans to be like, hey, I want to check out the manga now.
Yeah.
We got Rising of a Shield Hero Season 3. I watched Season 1. Never watched Season 2. Probably won't watch Season 3. I feel Isekai is such a oversaturated quotations genre now in the anime world.
Yeah.
Where I feel like you just got to pick your battles. Pick the ones you like. If you've seen some and you really like some,
stick with it.
Just stick with that. If you really love the genre, then by all means watch every single Isekai.
Everyone's got their favorite genre, you know?
It'll be tough, but by all means, watch them all. I hadn't heard anything bad necessarily about Season 2 of Shield Hero. It's just, it's on the watch list, but it's on the watch. It's on the watch list, where God knows when it will happen kind of watch list. But I don't know about you, but personally, so isekais that currently are at the top, that if a new season came out, I'd be like, okay, I'm watching that, is at the tippity top is ReZero. It's probably my favorite. I'm a pretty big fan of the Konosuba content. Mm-hmm. And I also enjoy the Reincarnated as a Slime, which is also pretty solid. I'd say that those are right up there. I feel like when I watch Mushoku Tensei, I'll be probably pretty into that. But that's... I mean, I watch Sword Art Online, but that's just because I'm so deep.
Yeah, you're almost committed to it.
It's not my favorite. Sometimes I do find it to be an all right. I turn off my brain. You don't need to work hard to understand what's happening. Like, you're not stressing out watching it. And so it's usually animated pretty decently, and there's some good action scenes in it. That's some of the positives I would say about SAO. But I have watched so much of it that I'm just committed. If more comes out, I'll watch it because
it's the MCU of the
I'm there, community. So I have to. I feel obligated to watch it now.
You're feeling burnt out for it, but you're like, I got to keep going.
But yeah, I wouldn't put it in like, it's a must watch. It's more of a I have to watch this, which slowly maybe that will end up being us for most anime, where we'll maybe we'll be more feeling I have to watch this podcast.
I gotta do this.
YouTube channel, gotta do this.
Exactly.
Hopefully that's not the case.
No.
I don't feel like we're overly burning ourselves out. And I think it's fair to say that most of the following, the fellow Nerdy Misfits, they like to chime in, let us know what they liked or what to check out. And they're not going to be upset. You guys aren't upset if we don't watch.
Exactly.
Dead Mount Death Play Second Core. You're not going to bite our heads off.
That's the one I wanted to watch.
A lot of them just want recommendations, it feels like.
Exactly.
Hey, we like this. Hey, we checked out this. Maybe check it out.
What do you recommend? Exactly.
I feel like we've convinced a good chunk of people to watch One Piece or read One Piece.
It is true.
My apologies to those that are currently...
I'm not apologizing.
Just trying to climb the Mount Everest that is One Piece. But, yeah, it's like a sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Because they're all going to like it.
Welcome to the boat, but also like, oof. Good luck sailing through the seas,
It's going to be
heck of a ride.
That's the only anime they're watching.
Yep. For the next year.
Minimum.
Anyways.
Moving on. Goblin Slayer Season 2 finally coming out. I remember Goblin Slayer Season 1 coming out in college, and I had no idea what it was about. And I watched I think it happens in the first or second episode. I think
it's the first episode.
There's a...
risque...
A very aggressively inappropriate scene to be watching in school, would you say?
Yep, I think that's the
Because
best
I was
way to
watching
say
it in class.
Oh, boy.
And I remember one of my friends who we've had on the podcast, Daniel. We have multiple Daniels.
Not Dan Chen. The other
Not Dan
guy.
Chan.
The Star Wars Dan.
Who discussed Star Wars. Who I was thinking we might have on for the Ahsoka episode.
Yeah.
He was not impressed with that show based on that scene. And if you have seen Goblin Slayer or have heard of Goblin Slayer, you probably know this scene I was talking about, because all of the anime world was in uproar for different reasons. People that are like, who cares? And people that were like, this is messed up. So, if you're into Goblin Slayer, season 2 is finally coming out. Watch at your own risk.
Yep. More Dr. Stone
More
stuff.
Dr. Stone, just cruising through. I feel like Dr. Stone for me is starting to get the My Hero treatment, where I'm just like, I read the manga and I don't really care.
Yeah. That's fair.
It could be good. I haven't seen the first core of this season, but it could be good. I just don't have the time or care to check it out.
Understandable.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And this is just maybe take it as a public service announcement out there. But honestly, if you're just not into anime or into whatever your current fandom or hobby of choice is, it's totally acceptable to take a break.
Yes.
We have had a whole episode on taking a break. And
Don't want to get that
this is just a general reminder, I was a huge Dr. Stone fan. I remember cranking out the manga and super excited for the chapters coming out. But honestly, I could just not care. I could care less about the anime at this point. There just are other anime I'm going to watch. There's shows, so many shows coming out. Obviously, we think of the Star Wars shows. We think of the MCU. We think of movies coming out. There's just a lot. And on top of that, Matt and I also enjoy playing like the One Piece card game.
We have our own D&D sessions, the RPGs, everything that we do.
Just, you can't find time to do everything.
Exactly.
Sometimes you gotta pick and choose. So far, I think I'm watching Spy Family. That's for me. For me personally, that is all gonna be watching. Mm-hmm. Everything else so far is probably not. We got the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy.
Reincarnation school.
This could be
fantasy,
anything. Another light novel isekai I'm gonna go with a harem.
Heyo.
Bonus. That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah. Fairway Paladin.
Never heard of this anime studio either.
I can click.
Passion. Maybe I have.
High School DxD Hero.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've definitely maybe now that I said it in a more French way.
Citrus.
Passion. But so they do some smutty stuff good. So maybe the smut will be good in this.
Next one.
Would you look at that? We've got a reincarnation. Oh, this one's made sure to have the isekai title in it.
Yep.
The Fairway Paladin, the Lord of the Rust Mountains.
Oh, this is season 2 of the Fairway Paladin.
Oh.
2 years have passed since he left the city of the dead, and Will was 17 by count. Yep. Moving on. This seems like another isekai almost. Dead Mount Death Play Second Court.
Okay, so this is the second core of. I'm assuming. I think I remember this. This title. I want to say it was in spring.
Yep.
All right. This is a rough one, guys. Not gonna be lying.
Farron Beyond Journey's End. To Madhouse.
A Madhouse. Note, 94-minute special premiere. Okay.
Mage defeated Demon Kings and stuff. Okay.
Okay, so fantasy, but I don't see reincarnation.
Or isekai.
And Madhouse.
Okay. That could be a considering. Yeah. You were experienced.
Although I will say, the past few Madhouse anime have not
held up.
They haven't blown me away. I feel like the last one that's really blown me away is probably One Punch Man season 1.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of their older stuff, which has been like Hellsing Ultimate, Black Lagoon. Mm-hmm. I believe they did Monster, and I'm gonna be watching that. But that was slap. Like, they definitely deserve, and I think Death Note is also by them, but they've earned their reputation. I'm just saying some of the past stuff I've seen recently has not been.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like you see a studio and you're just like, I'm excited to see that. Don't even know what it's about, but I don't care because that studio is doing it.
A1 Pictures mostly.
No, not A1.
anymore.
I think of Shaft. I think of Madhouse. Wit, yeah.
Wit's the big one. That's what I'm thinking of.
Wit doesn't do many things, so when they take something on, they make sure it's done well. I would say it used to be MAPPA because they used to do a lot. They only used to do 1 or 2 anime a year. Obviously now they just do everything. And thankfully, it's all been, I would say for the most part, it's been set. There's a standard set that they're hitting.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just waiting for the first one that they just drop the ball on. And if there's going to be some sort of domino effect where we start seeing a massive drop off in their quality because of how much they're taking on. But we'll see. I don't want that. I don't want that for the anime community or anime fans. I would definitely want to see all of them be any show that anyone is excited for to be to the best that it can be done.
Exactly. Got You Were Experienced, I Was Not, our dating story. Just skip that one.
That's a romance. It's a romance. You love romance.
Oh, heck yeah. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. Hilarious, over-the-top harem rom-com. After 100 rejections, one young man must make his 100 soulmates happy or else.
We've got... This is a harem season, man.
Yes,
I'm just looking. We got Girlfriend as well, season 2. So if harems are your jam,
this is your season. Berserk of Gluttony. Can we just say that just looks like Sword Art Online?
I've seen this manga or light novel in
Berserk of Gluttony.
Yeah, when we've gone on runs.
Oh,
because I've always just keeping my eye out seeing when we've gone to the bookstore.
Yeah,
and I'm always just keep my eye out since I don't have all the volumes of Berserk yet. They never have any.
No, of course not.
They have the deluxe editions sometimes. But I think I always see this. And I'm always just like, oh, this is it. And it's always got very scandalous art on the front, on the cover.
It's just a scandalous season up ahead. Tokyo Revengers.
I am skimming this, but I'm always down for a good harem.
That's fair.
Just none of them look that interesting. We got the next arc of Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah.
Which, if you've been following the podcast for a while, actually, I'm going to just mark this as watching because I'll probably end up watching it. But I would have discussed Tokyo Revengers and how excited and how much I was enjoying it.
Yep.
The manga did end.
Yep.
And it did not end. The whole last arc was not my favorite. That's all I'm going to say.
That's fair.
So I went from loving it.
Yeah.
And it took one of those little bit of a dip for me.
I am collecting the manga as it comes out for us Canadians.
And you are reading the manga or just...
No, I'm collecting it because it's going to take another year and a half.
Matt, the classic reader.
I'll collect it.
I'm collecting it.
I'm collecting it.
Not all books are for reading, people.
No, but Tokyo Revengers, I don't want to read a bunch of it and then wait another 8 months for 2 more volumes.
But don't you? Do you want to get started?
No, I'm going to wait till I have more of it.
I mean, are they 2 or 3?
2s.
They're 2s. Okay.
Yeah, so I have up to 12.
Okay.
Which is almost halfway. I think it's 27 volumes,
like
23, whatever.
All right, so
anyways, yeah.
Well, check this out.
Yeah.
Another season 2.
Yeah.
The Saints' magic power is omnipotent. Oh my gosh. I think I need glasses. I can hardly read this now.
Might be the angle.
Could be the angle.
Yeah.
If you would see our setup, it is a little scuff.
Yeah.
To say the least.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Then we got the...
I think I do need glasses, though. I might need to see the... The text is pretty small.
Vaccination.
Omnipotent season 2. Not happening.
Vextions of the shut-in vampire princess.
Is that what that says? Vexations?
Vexations. That's the word.
Of a shut-in vampire princess? What did I just say there?
Words are hard today for us.
What time is it? Is there a bedtime?
It's bedtime, honestly. I'm so tired right now, but it's fine. Anyways, moving on. We can skip that.
Project Number 9 Studios. What else have they done, Matt?
Project Number 9 Studios. Coming in hot with The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. And the hit anime, And You Thought There Is Never a Girl Online. Not to be confused with My Stepmom's Daughter Is My Ex.
That's great. I've seen that.
I
seen that
knew,
show.
yeah, I did know you have that one. Didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life?
I'm gonna go with the only reason I recognize it is didn't know my what is it? My new brother is
my stepmom's daughter is my ex.
Yep. That show wasn't great.
Recently, My Sister Is Unusual.
I don't even want to know what that means.
Neither do I. All right, moving on.
Okay, we've got The Kingdoms of Ruin. Man, you know what this season is making me think? I've just not been on the subreddit and new releases and popularity for light novels. Not that I'm a big light novel reader, but usually I'm pretty well kept up.
Yeah.
And I just don't even recognize stuff right now. Like, that's how busy this summer's been. Like, I just don't even know what some of this stuff is.
Can we just acknowledge the hit title of I'm Giving the Disgraced Noble Lady I Rescued a Crash Course in Naughtiness?
That is definitely a light novel adaptation if I've ever heard of one. Course in Naughtiness. A Returner's Magic should be special. Time travel. Matt's watching it.
Potentially.
We'll add considering to this. Now this has someone edgy on the front.
Sold. Dragons reign terror over the earth. Oh, it's an easy Kai, though.
Could be a new good one.
Dragon Hunters.
I like dragons.
Mysterious man named Crimson. His goals and motivations may be mysterious. Oh, no.
I like it.
All right. Undead Unluck. What happens when an unlucky girl meets an undead guy? Pure chaos. It's a comedy. My daughter left the nest and returned an S-rank adventurer. Nope. The Apothecary Diaries.
It's worth noting that even though we are putting skipping, this is first impressions based on look, title, quick read of the synopsis.
Something might pop out and be like, hey.
It is very likely that we'll see it trending on Twitter, Reddit,
some clip of some sort.
Instagram, who knows. And we'll definitely check it out if that's the case and let you guys know. But this is just going off first impression. So don't hate us if it ends up being good. The Apothecary Diaries. This seems pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But it also seems very similar to what's next to it.
The Ancient Magnus Bride Season 2 Part 2?
Well, okay, so I'm watching The Ancient Magnus Bride right now for the anime club. And the main character is sold to the other main character. And it's got... But anyways, that's just one similarity.
Yeah.
But this, based on the image, looks pretty.
It's Toho. Toho Animation's got some pretty good ones.
And the other thing is, it's a drama, historical, medical mystery. So it's got some interesting tags. It's not doesn't sound super generic. I'm gonna put considering.
Why do I think Toho?
You know what? I'm actually gonna put. I haven't put it yet. I'm planning.
Okay.
I'm feeling good. Ancient Magnus Bride Season 2 Part 2. Haven't finished Season 1 yet, but I will definitely put considering. I am enjoying the first season, so I feel like I will definitely be checking out the second season when I get the chance.
Sorry. Scrolling down a bit more. Nothing really else is popping out. This is a two.
Got another generic fantasy.
More harem.
Characters don't even look interesting, I'm going to be honest.
No.
I'm in love with the villainess.
Girls love school fantasy comedy.
Wakes up in the body of the protagonist of her favorite otome game. I don't know. This is gonna be a no.
Nope. Tyrmone Empire. I have a head and I'm young.
Time travel. Matt's watching it.
No. After School Hanako-kun. It's a parody anime.
Yep. I think this is this the first season or is this a special for episodes?
First installment of the Toilet Bound new anime project.
Because I think this has gotten it. Yeah, I think this has gone off season,
Okay.
but I haven't seen it. So
Shangri-La Frontier. Sounds interesting.
action adventure fantasy video game.
Never mind.
When was the last time I played that game? A game that wasn't crap. And this is a world in the near future where games that use display screens are classified as retro.
Yeah, skip.
Tell me you're like SAO. They're telling me.
A girl and her guard dog.
Doesn't look like a guard dog.
Nope.
The granddaughter of the third boss. Oh, nice.
The overprotective young leader, 26-year-old.
Oh.
Lies about his age.
Oh.
That's all we need to know.
Oh, no.
7 Deadly Sins. Just skip
Oh,
that.
no.
Just skip the 7 Deadly Sins.
7 Deadly Sins, 4 Nights of the Apocalypse.
Just don't.
Huh. Is this a sequel, though?
I think it's still going on.
Is this not Meliodas' kid?
Oh, spoiler.
No, it's not a spoiler. I'm pretty sure that's what the sequel is all about.
Oh.
Like Boruto.
Oh, lovely. Ron
Stop that.
Kemonohashi, the ranged detective. Creator of Reborn and Eldlive. Okay.
I don't feel like I've gotten much from the
Description, no.
synopsis. Hasn't really given me much to
No. Probably just scroll quick through some other things. Story of a man turned into a pig. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, we got some Fooly Cooley.
Where?
FLCL Grunge, bottom left.
Yeah.
3
I guess you're right.
episodes.
Some more Fooly Cooley for the Fooly Cooley lovers out there. Although I will say progressive and what are the actually? It's Fooly Cooley progressive, Fooly Cooley alternative. I think those are the.
Yeah.
Were not well received by Fooly Cooley fans, if I recall correctly, when those first came out. So I don't think
Surprise.
I have high expectations for this.
Exactly.
Overtake. I did see something for this. An F1 looking anime.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm going to put planning. I know
Okay.
nothing about this. It looks like it's an original. There's no synopsis. But I'm really into F1. I haven't watched a sports anime of a sport I actually watched that I haven't liked.
Yeah. That's fair.
So I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't remember if this is F3. I don't remember which racing competitions it technically is, but I'm sure if done well, it won't really be about the races. The drama will be all about the drivers, which
Heck yeah.
I'm kind of down for.
That's fair.
Another racing car
Self-driving cars.
does not look nearly as good.
No, the animation doesn't look the best there. Fooly Cooley firefighter stuff. Oh, more
I've seen the
Fooly
trailer for
Cooley.
this. This looks interesting, but it's so low in popularity.
Yeah.
I'm going to put considering,
Yeah.
but I'm going to say it's a bit more based on, I don't even know if I'll give it the 3 episode try until I see others hyping it up.
More Fooly Cooley shoegaze.
What the heck is going on with Fooly Cooley right now?
All right. Paradox Live, the animation. Yeah.
Just scrolling through. There's nothing too
Nothing else is popping out for me personally.
crazy.
Division rap battle.
Not that I expect anything crazy as we get to the bottom
No.
of these lists. Just so everyone knows, we're using livechart.me. This is what we usually use when we're
reviewing and prepping for the anime.
Yeah, when we're just going through what's coming up in the season, it usually just has a better outline of how it's done. It's easy to follow, good options, and it usually has most of the shows even before my anime list. I'd say
exactly
for when things are being released, and it's got a nice, cute little timer.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, that's been this fall. Doesn't look like anything too insane.
No. From this episode being released, it'd be about 2 weeks until the anime season starts. There's our quick picks of what we're going to potentially watch. And
once again, first this is based off synopsis, is based off of one image.
Exactly.
The show, there could be shows that we dismissed initially that could end up being really good.
Exactly.
In which case, we'll be the first to tell you on the podcast, hey,
we started watching this.
We were wrong.
Exactly.
It's Chef Kiss.
Chef's Kiss.
But yeah, nothing too crazy, I would say, that I'm excited for. A couple shows definitely giving the 3-episode try to, but nothing, maybe 2 series that I know for sure I'm going to watch. 3, I guess, if we count the racing.
Yeah.
That I'm probably for sure going to watching. And the racing is definitely still
50-50.
Well, it's going to be 3 episodes, and if it's not great, it could be bad.
Exactly, but 3 episodes, 3 episodes.
Cars are always a big CGI target. Yep. So
that is the way we're going to phrase that.
So I feel like seeing a bunch of F1 cars or F3 cars, whatever competition it is
risky business.
The likelihood of them being CGI is probably pretty high to save money, but we'll see. Let us know actually if there's anything we missed that you're super excited about. Maybe we'll check that out.
What did you watch for the summer anime?
Yeah, what were some of your favorite summer shows?
The Discord.
The Discord. The link will be in the description.
Discord.
In our link tree.
Exactly.
Speaking of our Discord, we also have the question corner, which we love having our fellow nerdy misfits drop a question down below. Christian's a big help there. Once again, big shout out to Christian. We've had on the episode.
The Blue Beetle base episode.
Blue Beetle. And yeah, I mean, someone else ask a question.
Exactly. Until then.
Until Christian's next question, we'll
see you next Wednesday.
See you guys next Wednesday, where I think we'll be talking about a very familiar topic to a lot of people.
Exactly. We'll see. All right.
Until then.
Goodbye.
Bye.
The Nerdy Misfit Podcast. Don't forget to join the island by dropping a follow. Thank you, and see you next week.
Now you have something to do in your off time.
Oh, my off time? That's funny.